Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. Thought I'd start the video off with a little humor and something to coincide with the video was going to be talking about. Uh, Let me straighten myself up. Welcome back to your class with yours truly, the counselor, Mr. James Horton. Today's topic will be on the topic of relationships. Relationships, and the topic of this particular video will be called "Black Man, the Black Woman is not your enemy." Black woman, the black man is not your enemy, and I would like you all to stop fighting folks who are not your enemy. Sometimes we're in these sort of relationships to where we don't realize that the enemy is not within the house. The enemy is without the house, is outside the house. And you can't keep fighting folks who are not your enemy. You know, arguing over nothing things. You know, you have to we have to all learn to start letting the little stuff drop and the big stuff pop. Stop tripping off little things and then look forward to fighting and conquering big things. The thing is, we have a lot of conversations about relationships, about what and how the house is supposed to be ran. The man, as I've heard and many of you've heard, the man is supposed to take care of everything. The man is supposed to bring the money in the house. The woman is supposed to sit back on the couch, on the bed, all day, every day, and just wait on him to come home and take care of all those needs. The man is supposed to buy all of the things for her shoes, her socks, her pantyhose, and stuff like that. And some of us have relationships where the woman does everything. You know, the woman is supposed to have the house. The woman is supposed to provide meals for the man. The woman is supposed to bring the money in the house and let the man also sit on the couch or sit on the bed and pretty much do nothing. Very interesting. In the word, you know, some people say that the word, the Bible, you know, the basic instructions before leaving earth. Some people say and believe that there's something written inside the Bible that says that the man is supposed to do everything. History shows, especially for the black man and the black woman, that that was the lineup of the slave master and his wife. The slave master and his wife had a setup to where she didn't have to do much of anything. The slaves did everything. Matter of fact, the slave master didn't even do no work. He had the slaves do it. But we, through history of time, through hundreds of years, have now adapted the order of how relationships are supposed to be, especially for the black man. We have a whole nother setup than most other cultures, and especially the white race. And I think we should study and look more different. Many of us don't know about the history of where we really came from, what was going on before slavery. We don't really have a recollection of that. Most of us and a lot of us have not even studied what our history was before slavery, and we begin to adopt and pattern our relationships after the oppressor's relationship. We begin to say, well, he had it like that. He had a great old big old house. And most of the time it was just him, his wife, and his children. Even if it was 18 to 20 rooms. We begin to pattern ourselves after that as though we need all those rooms within our relationship. But again, black man, the black woman is not your enemy. Black woman, the black man is not your enemy. Stop fighting folks who are not your enemy. Um, Go to work. You dealing with your boss. Your boss is coming down on you. He's saying that you're not working at the level you should work. He's almost talking to you as though the slave master is talking to you. And he's telling you you need to work harder. He's telling you you need to work more hours. He's telling you, hey, don't spend time with your children. Just come to work and do all this work. Now you're frustrated, you're mad, you're angry. And you go home and begin to start fighting your partner. Begin to start blaming your partner for all your anger. Begin to start saying, hey, if I wasn't with you, life would be so much better, right? Then you sit and break up with your partner because you believe that your partner is your enemy or your man is your enemy. Then you find yourself, as I've talked to elderly lady that came in the group one time, and she was explaining how she treated one of her partners or one of her husbands that she had three husbands, but one of the particular husbands she said she put out because he wasn't doing enough, right? And then after she broke up with the guy, it was very interesting what she said. She said, her car broke down, right? As soon as he left, the car broke down. She said she went to a car lot and purchased another car. And when she purchased this car, it was a limit. The car didn't run a whole week. But she thought about if she had still been with this particular husband, he did everything. He fixed the cars, he did all this kind of stuff, things that she didn't value when she was with him. And many people say, we blame our partners for being the enemy. But are they the enemy? We have the pattern all mixed up. Back to what I was saying about patterning ourselves after other cultures and other races. We have a difference. We're treated different from society, and you know it. Doesn't mean we're bad. It just means we have been chosen to work a little bit harder than most other cultures and most other races of people. And so, again, the black man is not your enemy. Don't get fixated on what you heard that's written somewhere. Don't get fixated to where this is the way relationships go. The Bible, if you want to go there, the Bible says, I will make a fitting helper. A fitting helper. He said, I will go and take a rib from this particular person to design woman, right? It didn't say, when he says, I will make a helpmate, it didn't say that the man is supposed to do everything. He's supposed to change the diapers. He's supposed to put the bottle and the milk inside the baby's mouth, put the titty in the baby's mouth. It didn't say all that. It said a helpmate. That means that the man also can go and he can wash the dishes. He also can polish the floors. But it didn't mean he does everything. Help means help each other. Help each other, not just one doing everything. It can become a distasteful relationship, a foul relationship, an angry relationship if we're not working together, right? If you're not working together with finances, if you're not working together to keep the roof over the house, right? And many people say, I'm the head of the house. Women today are saying they're the head of the house. Men today, and for many days have been saying, I'm the head. What does that mean? Right? I think what it means, if you are the head, if you want to take the position of the head, that means when anything goes wrong, when something happens, when a bill is not paid, it's all on the head, right? Because the head affects the body. But again, a helpmate is a beautiful thing if you can get that help. Stop fighting folk who ain't your enemy. Black man, the black woman is not your enemy. Black woman, the black man is not your enemy. You know, we are more stronger together than we ever would have been apart, right? So stop fighting folk who ain't your enemy, right? It's a lot of strength in the number of the couple, right? Between her and you, between you and them, or whoever. It's a lot of strength. One bird can fly miles and miles further with other birds than he ever could by themselves. They can fly miles and miles further. You know, it's more impacting. I once read something about if a person were to hit an object and their hands or fingers are separated, right? And you hit this object with your separated fingers, one or two, with these separated fingers, guess what's going to happen? You're going to break your fingers, right? But if you bring your fingers together and make a fist, whatever you hit, you're going to make an impact. You got to make an impact. So we need to stop fighting folk who ain't our enemy. Stop believing that relationships don't work. Stop believing because your girlfriend hasn't been in a relationship in the last 5 or 10 years that all relationships are bad, right? You have to put into your relationship. You have to love on your partner. You have to treat relationships as though they were plants, right? They say if you have a plant and you don't water that plant, the plant will die. So we must continue to pour and develop the plant into a healthy plant, a healthy relationship. If you don't put nothing in, you won't get nothing out, right? It doesn't mean you're supposed to win all the time. You have to surrender to win many times. Surrender. Hey, baby, you're right. Hey, boo, you're right. You know, that kind of thing, right? It's not necessary to argue all night or argue over a whole bunch of nothing kind of stuff. Stop fighting folk who ain't your enemy, all right? That's going to be it for yours truly. Thank you for attending my class. Yours truly, the counselor, Mr. James Horton.